I first of all want to thank all you guys that shared out that video excerpt I put out last night. We had over 75 views on it.
Oh, yeah!
We still need to go out there. We got to get it out to the social media news services. And we need to get it out to the mainstream news services too. And let me explain why. It's not just because of that one person. It's the whole paradigm that they represent is so toxic. We need to listen people know that there's better choices. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Today, by the way, the weather is going to be overcast with some light rain, possibly some wintry mix today. It's going to be about high as 6 degrees Celsius, but it's still going to be kind of wet outside. Saturday, it looks as if there's going to be some snow. Or is it Friday? I think it might be Friday. I'm sorry. Friday or Saturday. Now, let's cover what's going on right now in the areas of Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Kansas. Kansas is kind of in between, so it's kind of getting squished. You got wildfires in Colorado. You have wildfires in Texas and Oklahoma. And the situation is they're out of control. So people are being asked to evacuate, mandatory evacuations in parts of Texas and Oklahoma. So if you're in those areas, please keep abreast of any kind of emergency declarations. And it clearly, obviously, if you see fire and smoke coming at you, you know you got to get out. All right, I'm just warning you. It's what we do here. That was released by Patrick Humphreys last night, pretty early in the morning when I got it, but still, it's important. So please do be careful out there, okay? Also, I keep hearing some independent weather sites saying that we could see significant snow in the Northeast in winter weather activity. It could be indeed starting, I believe, on Saturday and maybe on Monday. But I don't know how bad or when it's going to really start because I've seen all kinds of crazy dates and information. So I'll let you know as soon as I have a more concrete detail of exactly how it's going to play out with the weather for the United States. Well, I agree. Snow has gotten a little bit much. However, you're in the Sierra Nevadas and in parts of California, you're getting your just dudeness now. You're getting 6 to 9 feet of snow in the Sierra Nevadas right now. So they're getting some of the weather that we've had. They're getting it over there in the western United States. Yeah. So let's see what happens with that. Now, unfortunately, she did not get back to me. She did not even release a statement. I'm actually curious what she's got to say. I sent her a direct link to my message, and she never got back to me. I guess she's saying she's pleading the fifth or no comment. Well, okay. That's kind of a statement in its own right. Now, tonight we're going to try to figure out which game we're going to play. If we're going to play Retail WoW or Turtle WoW. Now, and a few would like to invite a few people to join us in Retail WoW. The problem is that I have Midnight. I have the latest expansion. She doesn't have it yet. So I'm a fairy. Wouldn't be able to do all the stuff that I can do. But the reason she said she didn't upgrade yet to the newest version or go for a subscription is she's just like a lot of Americans are. They're concerned about money or availability money. When you got Americans selling blood and plasma, you know doggone well what's happening. Okay, it's dicey. I was looking at well, I don't want to contact her to start drama, but remember, just like any newscast or teller, you gotta look at the story from both sides. So, if I bring this piece up to Fox News and in the press release, it's gonna end up becoming a news story. If YouTube won't, if Fox won't take it, maybe all news will. And it's just it could be a very interesting piece of news article if properly written, press release, along when the story goes out, that could finally give the channels that have never focused on drama to finally have a chance to get some respect for once.
Oh, yeah!
And that would be something that we could really use on YouTube, is let the good channels get a chance to speak up. Yeah. I don't know if he had an accident or not, but because it's interesting to know. So, the new regulation by Donald Trump, working with Warren there, on interest rates and fees charged by the banks, is sending the credit card companies into a panic. Elizabeth Warren and Donald Trump are working on a bill together to curb high credit card fees. This is scaring credit card companies because they make most of their money on fees. And through their fees, they offer things like cash back on purchases, which sounds kind of interesting, right? You get cash back, but the cash back is because it's extra money that they've collected from somebody who's delinquent on their bill. But yet at the same time, a lot of retailers are now passing on the swipe fees to the individuals. The fees that they have absorbed in their transactions for years are being now passed along as credit card processing fees. I can just tell you that I think the days of debit and credit card transactions for some things, I'm talking about little things, may seriously be compromised. Because, if you're paying a 1% fee on a can of soda at the convenience store, which is can still going for $1.99 now. Just as an example here, that means that you're paying 19 cents or 1.9 cent swipe fee. And you're worried about the penny business, but actually it breaks down to 1.9 cents if it's $1.99 soda. These fees for longtime retailers ate those, and you paid the same price with your debit card or credit card as it would be if you paid with cash. Yeah, we heard about Hammer. Yeah. Good morning. How you doing, David McS? Welcome to the show today. Now, as far as Hammer and Nails go, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what kind of accident it was. I don't know anything about that. So if someone finds out more detail, let me know. It was an OJT or OJI on job site injury. Maybe it was a traffic injury. If you know, let me know. Okay. There's a lot of things that we don't always know on the internet. So 11 views, live ones right now, 19 views, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, which makes kind of sense. It is only 10, 12. So what do you feel about what's going on with the American economy? Because I've been listening to Sherry Beckley and others talking about what's going on with the Consumer Reports and the Snyder's News and a few other news sites, and Epic Economist. And it seems like I said that before that we have a Type K economy, a Type K recovery, which doesn't help the small fry. Four out of Alliance won the competition. Our four Alliance coalition won the competition. The score 126 to 33. Really? It sounds. Is this competition kind of like a battleground? Kind of like in World of Warcraft? Or more like a raid? I mean, it sounds more like a raid because it's not just like a battleground. It's not player versus player, but rather team versus team, or TVP, or TVT. Oh yeah, here's another irony. The current owners of Blizzard are saying is they really wish that the game wasn't called World of Warcraft. Well, when the game first came out, exactly that's what it was all about, was war. It's true, it's changed a lot over the decades, but it's still, in its roots, still involves combat. Yes, we were fighting the AGNC. 4 alliances against 4 alliances. Yeah, that sounds like a raid. Um, Usually a raid usually is against one group of enemies, usually the dungeon bosses. But as I said, it's more of a team versus team, not um, player against a boss. How are you doing? Good morning, Voiceless. How you doing today? Oh my goodness. Your healers would be going freaking out. 170 players. I mean, you're talking about contemporary weapons, so you got your gunners, you got your infantry, hand to hand, modern weapons going, guns going blazing. As I said, your medics would be very busy trying to patch them up, get them back up on the field. By the way, I want to thank again everybody that did watch the video last night. And shared it out. We had over 75 views.
Oh yeah!
As I said earlier, and I want to say thank you everybody for acknowledging and agreeing with my declaration. How many times do we have said that to each other on this channel? Oh, X has passed away. And then they come up the next day and say, gee, I'm absolutely fine. How do I know if it's true or not? You don't. See, now I don't have Hammer's personal phone number. How come you guys have phone numbers? I don't. Oh, I don't know. Don't worry about it, Michelle. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Noodles kind of used to do that to you too. And like, so how do you know that's really truth or not? I don't. Well, he's not here right now, so yeah, I know that. So, to answer a Blizzard official's statement with a counter statement is the game is named Warcraft because it's in early years it was Warcraft. It's no longer that anymore. But if you rename the game, people may not recognize the game. And you could lose players because they don't recognize the game under a new name. We have tanks, rocket launchers, artillery, fighters, bombers, and Navy ships, carriers, and subs to fight with. Like I said, your game is based on modern warfare, which is very, very thorough. It's one thing human beings have been good at doing through this millennia is finding a more effective way to kill each other. Yeah, does Rocky have a link to the panel? Grizz does. Grizz has a panel link. Tiger, why don't you come on up too? Let's find out what's going on. Since Grizz seems to know more about what's going on. It's in VAC. Yeah, it's raining today. What's this? Why would they send them all the way to Pennsylvania? Well, it doesn't make any sense to send it all the way from Massachusetts to Pennsylvania. When they have Boston Medical Center right there in the capital city. He's also pretty close to Providence. All right, let's answer the door here. It's Tiger. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
So
I don't know if they're trolling us or not.
I don't know either. But why would they send them all the way to Pennsylvania? That makes no sense.
On the phone with his sister. Well, let's try and work this out. There's no way Grizz is on the phone with his sister. Why would Grizz have Hammer's sister's phone number when most of us, or don't even have Hammer's phone number?
None of us have Hammer's number. I don't have it. I don't even know if Chris Bliss even has it.
But the thing is, where is he?
He's not here this morning. That's obviously that would be interesting.
Did he say he was got the dentist or something? Because he may well have, and I didn't.
Well, did he see a dentist today? Because I don't remember him saying if he had an appointment or not.
I don't know. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning, Gigi. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Good morning.
He was up a ladder and he fell off.
What's the story with the fires in Texas and Oklahoma? Because you are the closest thing we got to eyes on the ground.
We got boots on the ground with Gigi. So we're coming in live with Gigi with our boots on the ground.
So what's the story with the fires going on in Texas and Oklahoma right now?
No other show has boots on the ground in Texas like Michelle has.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show today, Gigi. We're in VAC, by the way. Yes, lots of crazy wildfires. That's exactly what I'm talking about. where are the fires? Is it mostly from given the fact it's affecting Oklahoma too? Is it mainly in the northern Texas area?
Michelle, she's going to go live to the fires tomorrow, so we can have a live report from the fires. Maybe with a bit of a
right. Well, she can give me a
video in the background of some fire, and we are not taking the mickey. This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Hammer.
It's only about 16 hours from me. I got this, she says. Rainbow said, let's talk about the Texas fire. I'm not saying, look, guys, we're trying to cover things not only just in the community, but what's going on around the world, around the United States.
Well, yeah, but it would be a little bit more important to us if Hammer has fell off a ladder. Let me send out a message. Are you dead or dying?
Falling off a ladder like Griswold did in Christmas Vacation certainly would put him 6 feet under for sure.
I'll just put you okay.
I mean, yes, I know he does travel.
All right, let's see then. Just very unusual for him not to be here.
Right, he's not here. You're right about that. So, Gigi, did you see the latest declaration I put out yesterday? And are you sharing it out with your friends at Locale? Because I hope that it's going to go. I hope it goes out in every social media outlet because it's a declaration that's pretty strong.
What exactly are you talking about, Michelle?
The declaration I put out last night, which is an excerpt from yesterday morning's live stream.
Oh, about this is not going to be a drama channel.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. You had a lot of comments on that, I noticed.
Hey, yes, we did have a lot of comments and a lot of views on it. I'm also going to send it out to Fox News as well, and All News, along with a press release explaining that we want to make sure that everyone knows that this is definitely not one of the Me Too drama channels on YouTube.
Wait a minute. You're going to send out press releases into Fox News? So why would you do that? Do you think Fox News people are watching this?
I don't know if they watch it or not, but I mean, it does kind of go on what they're talking about, the toxicity of social media. And there's a lot of good channels on social media that have been kind of or fly below the radar because they don't get, shared out enough times.
Oh, I think you need to look at the bigger picture. Stop looking at it every day. You need to look at the bigger picture. You have grown you've grown massively.
Oh, I have. We absolutely have. We just got back to 10,879 subs again.
And sometimes it's good to sit back and be grateful for what you have. I know you always want more, and that's natural. We always want more as humans. That's normal. But sometimes
it's kind of funny because I bring it up because now, as you know, in different countries, they're talking about requiring identification to determine if you're an adult to be on social media. And the reason is twofold. One, many countries have declared social media to be too toxic for children. Okay?
What country have decided it's too toxic for children?
Australia is one of them. You can't be on social media if you're under 16.
So they can't. I didn't know that.
They can't go on Facebook. They can't go on YouTube. They can't go on MySpace. They can't go on TikTok. They can't go on Instagram. They can't go on WhatsApp.
Wow.
Because they have to show identification
How
to show that they
prove
are
that?
at least 16 and older.
Wow.
And the good channels that don't do what these governments are saying that the social media channels are doing are being not really given much chance to explain how they feel about the toxicity of social media. While there have been some scientific papers peer-reviewed on the topic, there hasn't been a lot of it brought up to the public and news media. So the public news media really doesn't have the full story of what's going on. For example, like why Etika ended up committing suicide. For example, they don't know the full story. They only got a little piece of sensationalism, if they even brought that up at all. Or how the social media has turned our children into barbaric.
Bradley,
animals.
would you care if he's okay or not?
Oh,
Really?
thank you so much.
You are
Thank
massive.
you so much.
Oh, we'll take that for $2. It's pay to troll.
I think that is a positive comment. Yes, we are massive because we are actually massive in the sense that we are representing a side of YouTube that doesn't really get a chance to speak much.
Amen, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I should put a little heart on that too, shouldn't I? Yes. Okay. Well, Bradley, we don't want to see harm on you either. We just like to know is
How have I been terrible to you, Brad? I'd like to know that, how I was terrible to you. I was totally unaware I was terrible to you. I chose not to get involved, especially when it's to do with men or women and relationships. I don't want to get involved with anything like that. I've been burnt so many times when I've got involved, and then people get back together and I end up being the shithead. So I do not get involved.
Yeah.
With anyone's relationships. I don't care.
And I think the problem, though, is like I said, is that with social media platforms, is that there's this kind of I don't know what you.
Rambo, my kidney numbers I'm stable. They're pretty good, not bad. To be honest, yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, so your numbers are stable, but it's amazing.
I mean, all that shit you've made up about me. What? I have never said anything about you, Bradley. That's a lie.
We all liked you, Bradley. We used to love when you used to come up here and show us your trips and talk to us on the piano, and you were always fun to talk to. And something happened. I don't know what.
I wasn't even here. And then I came back. You said something's going on with Brad. And then you were in the chat, Brad, and you were saying you were blocked, but you weren't blocked. We could read what you were fucking saying. So I don't know what there.
No, nobody jumped on the hate bandwagon either. We are concerned about your well-being because you're.
I never jumped on any hate bandwagon, Brad. And you know what I'm going to say about you, Brad? I can't hate you. I don't think you're a nasty person.
No, he's not.
I really can't. I'm not going to say shit about you. I mean, you're not a bad person. There's people I really dislike, and there's people I really can't dislike. You're not a bad person deep down.
Yeah, but why would you think all that, Bradley, when nobody... I mean, I have no documentation of anyone on the show, saying anything bad about you. I've heard of you undercurrents in the Discord, but that's not how I feel about it. You know, I never saw you as a bad person. You're a part of a community.
Are you sure you didn't lump everyone in together, Brad, instead of you saying everyone jumped in together? That's not what happened. You know, the way you've acted recently has been terrible, to be honest.
I've been fine working my butt off, but I don't appreciate all the BS. It was uncool. Well, I never wanted to encourage any BS with you. I've been there and I continue to want to see you feel welcome as part of the community.
Well, whoever is making the music channel for you didn't do you any favors, Brad.
I have heard that you said that some people have been saying stuff for weeks. But that's not everybody. That's not me. That's not Tiger. Those are the individuals you need to talk about, not the group, and say the whole group is. Because
I have always welcomed you, and I guess I don't get into these chats about you, Brad, because I'm not really a Brad hater. So
I'm not a Brad hater either. I just don't even understand why they're even having those chats.
I don't even know if people are having those chats.
Thank you very much, famous person. Much appreciated.
Michelle said Brad hardly donated, but he actually donated the most.
He did donate the most.
Michelle said Brad hardly donated, but he actually donated the most. Face with tears of joy. #Team Brad and LOL at making MMD think that guy she crushes on died.
He did donate a lot.
Yeah, he did.
A lot.
Michelle said Brad she hardly donated.
I never said he hardly donated.
Maybe you did. I'm sure that person, famous person who idolizes Kim Kardashian. I'm sure you look like Kim Kardashian. I'm sure they've got a clip of you saying that, but I hope you didn't, Michelle, because Brad did do a lot of donating. It's not about the donations.
I don't appreciate the misinformation. That I don't appreciate.
Well, you may have said it. She's probably got the clip and she's going to bring it up. Or he. Apparently it's a he.
Or they're just stirring a big suspect, basically of false information just to make us look bad.
I don't know if she said it or not. But I will say, me personally, that Brad did donate. A lot, yeah. Absolutely. Yes, she did say that, MMD. Yeah, actually. If you did, then Michelle, you do need to apologize.
Show me the clip along with the date and time of said clip. Show me the proof. Date and time and the full context of the clip. If you can prove it, like at least we can either confirm nor deny. This isn't funny. I didn't push you out of the community, Brad.
See, you're grouping again, Brad. We were still talking. Brad and I still talking till not long ago.
What the heck is LOAFS?
And the reason I stopped talking to you, Brad, is after that message, the last message you sent, I want you to read it again.
And then you said to me is that you never want to talk to me again.
Right. It was coming kind of at Michelle, and look, I'm very protective of Michelle and her show.
Well, listen, Bailey, you're still a mod here. What does that tell you? You're still a mod. You never were demodded. Because I don't support treating people badly. So you're not pushed out of the group because you're still a mod in it. That's
making MMD think the guy she crushes on died. Well, where is he? Why hasn't he answered me?
Well, in reality, he could be working.
Yeah, I think he's probably working.
Or he could have gotten hurt for real. It might be in the urgent care because he does fall off ladders. So those two are possible, or maybe three. Maybe he's at in a place where he can't really text anybody back. All right, got somebody coming up on panel. You got it, Tiger? Give me a go over the answer.
I got it.
Oh,
Michelle, you are fucking massive, Michelle.
Knock it off, Noodles. We're only at 10,878 subs. Not exactly massive.
Well, you know whose fault that is? That's Gigi's fault. Gigi could have gotten you up to at least 35,000, Michelle, but she ran away. So
I don't even know how many of those Indian viewers are even still watching the show.
And all those AI videos that Bradley was putting out probably hurt your sub count. Maybe we should sue Gigi and Bradley for
No.
Oh.
By the way, the video I put out yesterday, Declaration, did very well with 75 views. And I'm going to be giving it to All News and possibly Fox News along with a press release.
Yeah, Michelle, why don't you do like some news stuff? Like you never do that. Like
I
put
did.
some clips
I just
in there.
covered some new stuff this morning about what's going on
with the videos. Like kind of how Asmund Gold does it, Michelle. You know, he takes like current events and like he talks about them.
Now,
you know, maybe add
news,
some
what
clips.
was it that I saw in your title of your stream last night? My friend's house burned down.
Yeah, my friend's house burnt down and 8 cats died in it. He had 10 cats.
No.
Two of them survived. The reason why it was a big deal is because when I was a kid, I grew up in that house. My mom.
Why did the house burn down? That's what I want to know.
What's that?
Why did it burn down?
They don't know. It burned down last night. They're gonna find out. He said he got a new water heater installed a week ago. That's the only thing he could think of.
Electric water heater?
I don't know. So.
That sounds kind of suspicious. That was a gas squad here. Did the plumber at least make sure to check for leaks in the gas line?
I don't know, Michelle. Sorry, I'm texting
you
someone.
one thing. There might be the same 20 people, but there's the same 20 people that have been here every day. They're the regular crowd. But we do get a lot of views in a day on these shows after the shows are over.
I'm sorry, Michelle. Sorry, I was texting someone.
Brad said the same 20 viewers. You know, I'm not sure if that is him making those videos now.
Yeah. So right now, Trump and Elizabeth Warren are working on legislation, co-sponsoring it, to limit the amount of fees that credit card companies can charge customers. And the credit card companies are up in arms over that because they say they need those fees to make a profit. So, I wouldn't be surprised if some companies might stop offering as many credit cards.
Oh, Michelle, I'll be right back. This guy keeps fucking texting me. It's my boss, and he wants to know something. I'll be back. I'm sorry.
All right.
I apologize. Apologize.
Wow. So, what do you think about that, though? About what limiting credit cards' ability to charge excessive fees?
Like what? Excessive fees for what?
Card swipe fees, late fees, high interest rate fees, balance transfer fees.
Yeah, I think it sounds good.
But the credit card company saying it sucks because they need the money from those fees to help continue operations.
So what's the answer?
I don't think they should be basically fleecing people during times of hardship.
How about they stop fleecing people quite so much and they meet in the middle?
I mean, first of all, look at the lending rate, commercial lending rate from the United States Federal Reserve to the banks. Was it some like 3-4% approximately? And you're charging 30% credit rate on top of a credit card debt? Anywhere from 25 to 29%. That's almost loan shark territory when you think about it. And then you charge an annual fee on top of that. So what they're saying is we as the credit card companies may have no choice but to stop issuing credit cards.
Wow.
JP Morgan Chase is one of them that's been doing most of the complaining. I think also with the swipe fees, which are allowed to be passed on by merchants to customers who purchase things with debit cards and credit cards, I think...
Michelle, how about we punish Brad a little bit and take away
No,
his
we're not going to punish anybody. And we're not going to punish the credit card companies either. But except to say this, the credit card... I know it's a joke. But what's going on with the credit card companies isn't a joke because they're fighting against Elizabeth Warren and Donald Trump wanting to reduce the ability of how much money that they can suck out of a customer.
So do you think it was his homosexual brother who was making these videos?
I'm not sure who's been making the video. No, because it's somebody who knows. He's into AI a bit.
Bradley, welcome back. You're very funny, Bradley. I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked every single one of those AI songs that he made. I thought they were great. I don't know why everyone got so butthurt over them.
Yeah, I
But
don't think he did them. He's not owning up to doing them. And he's just saying he's been working. He's been working. He hasn't done anything. So
Yeah, but here's the thing. Good customers that have been paying the bills on time and are not credit risks are the ones that are still getting pounded by the same fees that should be charged to subprime customers. The ones that's what Sherry Becklick was talking about. And the problem is now we got swipe fees that are allowed to be passed on by the customer directly from the retailer. You know.
Yeah, it is personal accountability, absolutely, Rambo. And a lot of these kids that are going out there, complaining about billionaires and asking billionaires for money to go to school. I mean, if you can't afford to go to school, then go to community college or something. I don't understand why these people have to go to these certain universities. They're coming out, they're not making any money anyway. So
because most community colleges are only 2-year schools.
Yeah, I understand that, but Michelle, these people want to be so fucking prestigious and important because they think they are important, right? When you're that age, you think that you're important. It takes a few decades before you realize you're a piece of shit, and then they get out and they realize that they can't afford anything. They can't afford a house without asking billionaires for loans and all this crap, and then they become indentured to them, and for I don't know how long. I mean, I did it. Put it to this way, Michelle. I didn't have to go to college, right? And I got a house. These freaking people can't even buy houses, Michelle.
Yeah, I know, because they're paying college debt. I get it. But here's another thing too,
They
though.
can't even have kids. By the way, Cassandra's back in the picture.
Oh, okay. She's back in the picture.
Cassandra, what? She's back in the picture. No. Stop it.
She called me.
No way.
She called me this morning. She goes, David, do you still love me?
Oh my God.
And I said, of course, Cassandra, what's up? And she goes, do you have a girlfriend?
Oh.
Sorry.
But then there's another thing,
and she
too.
said, I want to see you. I also need my phone bill paying. Plus, I need to groceries. Can we go
you're
shopping?
half right. You're half right. She
I already
did
got
ask
a
me to
debit
pay.
card. I already got a debit card. I don't have a Actually, I do have a prepaid one. I have a Cash App card.
She did ask me to pay her phone bill, but she didn't say let's meet up. She didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said, hey, Cassandra, why don't you call me around lunchtime?
Don't you pay that fucking phone bill. Don't you dare.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, you talk about credit cards. Noodles. This applies to my relatives, my parents. They had credit cards long ago. They got rid of their credit cards. Okay, because they realized they were getting fleeced back in the 60s. Okay, I didn't have a credit card for many years until I went to college, about 25. That was my mistake. But at the time, credit card interest was a lot less insane. It was 16%. Now, these companies are charging twice as much interest. And you have to use a credit card for everything.
Yeah,
now,
I know.
On top of that, now they're allowed to pass on the swipe fees from the retailer to the customer.
Michelle, I haven't had a credit card in about 26 years. I haven't had a credit card. I lived without a credit card for 26 years.
Yeah.
The last time I had one, I think I think I was 19. The last time I had one.
You know what? You talk about houses, for example. You know, here's the thing: you need a credit card to get a house in a way because you need to establish credit. Otherwise, you can't get a house.
Well, you need a credit card to build credit. That's true, but like you don't need a credit card to buy a house.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what Trump
If you
wanted
want
to
a
change with the
loan,
FICO system, but I don't know if that's going to happen because
if
everything
you
is
want a
so
loan,
tied to credit scores.
if you want a loan for a house, Michelle, right? Anyone can get one. It's just, can you afford it?
Oh,
You
that's
know?
the
I
other
mean-
thing is houses are being treated as investments instead of basic accommodations.
Yeah.
That's another thing. That's where again, when the big investment markets see a house as an investment that they can sell and trade like stock. BlackRock does this to people. They're eyeing houses up as investments, not to make sure people have places to sleep.
Well, it's kind of like this. It's like these banks, they get you involved in these loans, right? These mortgage payments, and by the end you pay off your house. You've probably put $1 million into your house, and you're only going to see about 700,000 of it, maybe if you're lucky, you know, or if I'm lucky.
Yeah. But still, you get the point when I'm trying to get at, Noodles, is that instead of people saying, look, if the house is saying, like, you know, things depreciate, you buy a car like the RAV4, that's depreciated in value. Well, wouldn't the same thing apply to a house that was built in 1961? I mean, doesn't a house depreciate in value too? It's already been paid for by you and the prior owners. All the construction, all the materials, at least twice. That's something about the housing situation I never understood. It's not like the original contractor didn't get paid for his work. It's almost like the original contractor is getting paid twice for his original work. Noisy city you're in. Hi T-Girl, how you doing today? Good morning to you. Now, as far as the swipe fees go, I think those swipe fees are going to be the thing that might actually kill the convenience of debit and credit cards, because if you're going to charge us like a 1% to 3% swipe fee on a transaction, I think people are going to just go back to cash for most things, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, Michelle, in the next couple of years, people are gonna realize that they're gonna get fined for everything. Everything that you do, you fucking fart, you breathe, they're gonna tax you for it. They're looking for money, Michelle. I see it happening right now. Mandami just said yesterday that they're in a $13 billion deficit in New York City. $13 billion. And they're asking the state for it. The state telling them to go fuck off, right?
Well, it's because Hochul thinks Madani's a toad. That's why. And especially when he tried to push free busing and free subways. And she said, no way. We in state count in New York cannot pay that. We can't afford that.
Right. So there's no return on it. They're not getting a return on it. So what this guy is doing now is he's going to hike the taxes up to 9%. on anyone whose property is worth over $1 million. I don't know if you know this, but the average house out in Queens is around $800,000 to $900,000.
I believe it.
And yeah, and these people, I mean, they're just right on the cusp of this. And once they run out of people to tax that have property like that, they're going to go after them next. Because that's not gonna dig anyone out of a $13 billion
And those
hole.
people that have that much money in a house are going to basically sell it, put the house in the market, and get out.
Yeah.
Just like Newsom is seeing in the state of California.
Well, if you own a building in Manhattan, if you're a building owner, your taxes are going to go up 9%. Where do you think they're gonna bank up that money? They're gonna charge the tenants more money.
The rent's gonna
That's
go
how
up.
it works.
Yeah. And then the rents can't afford to live there, and then they're going to be stuck with all this empty housing that they don't know what to do with.
Yeah, this is the games they want to play, and they already did it with the people that were trying to just get into Manhattan. They raised the tolls, then they started charging people just to drive through Manhattan. You already have to pay, absorbent amounts of money just to park your car. I just don't understand where this is going to end.
It's not going to end until somebody starts crying. And that's what the sad truth is. We're seeing it in California. We're seeing it in New York City. We're seeing it in a lot of these Democratic enclaves. That's exactly what's happening. They say charge the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. But what happens in the end is the rich pass the tax onto the board.
My fear is that another country might come in and say, "Hey, listen, we'll fucking get you out of this deficit. We'll pay $13 billion to get you out of this deficit." And I don't know if they can do that legally. I don't know if the government, legally, the federal government.
Except only one thing: what country's got money like that to throw around?
China.
Yeah, maybe China, but even China's got it right now. Got their own inflationary spiral, so it's not like they could really do it either.
Well, I don't know.
And I bet since Madani considers himself to be a socialist, he's probably willing to work with Russia too. And I don't know how well that would work. I mean, if Russia decided to throw in $13 billion US into the American economy, when they're already basically getting super soaked by the people in the Ukraine, I don't see how Putin would be able to handle that either.
Hi, Chico.
Okay.
I mean, if this becomes a common thing in the United States, Michelle, think about it. Any major city can do that. They can start asking the foreign governments for money.
Well, yeah, in the state of California, they're already working with China right now. The California government is actually working with China on their own Green New Deal. Has been for about 10 years. So individual states are starting to circumvent the federal government on international deals, knowing where the loopholes are. Well, Saudi Arabia may have the money to cover the tab, but the question is Saudi Arabia really able to do anything about it?
Is that a drink?
So what do you think, Tiger, about this?
I don't.
Do you think, honestly, a foreign national is going to come in and try to bail out the city of New York?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't know
What
if it's
can
a
we
good
do
idea
about
or
it?
not,
That's what
but
I
I don't
say.
think.
What can we do about it? Nothing.
True. Except obviously if people in New York City feel like they're getting squeezed, they're going to leave. Businesses and residents are going to leave. Then the city's tax base is going to erode, which is going to erode
what's
the
up?
entire state of New York. Because the
You
entire
guys didn't
state
get
of New
anything past
York.
here, right?
No. All right, now we're listening to the sound of hammers and tools around you, Noodles.
He muted.
I know, just explain. I understood that. So I don't really think Saudi Arabia is gonna do that. And right now, as far as Venezuela goes and Cuba, I didn't talk much about Cuba. So let's just talk about Cuba real quick. Because Cuba, as you know, depends on oil. Usually they were getting oil from Venezuela, which is how they were keeping their lights on, because their utility plant, their only utility in Cuba depends on the oil to power it. So, right now, with all the pinching that we've done with sanctions, Cuba doesn't have large access to oil either from Mexico or from Venezuela.
Hi, M60.
I am 60. How you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So that's the question about now. Cuba's wondering where are they going to get their oil for electricity and for gasoline for the cars they have. I'm not sure if there is an answer.
Rusty did not die. That's not true.
Rusty's fine. He's alive. He's in the bedroom right now.
That's bad karma.
Rusty's fine. You know, he's laying with me this morning. Well, false information doesn't make it right. Yeah, so it's a mess overall. I'm gonna say that with the wildfires going on in Oklahoma, Texas, and potentially Kansas,
We
plus
might get a report live from Gigi tomorrow morning. She said she's going to go out there and give you a live report for the show about the fires.
Right, but does she have VAC link? Can you send it to her if she has the link to the panel?
Oh, yeah, I'll make sure she's got the link.
I never gave her the VAC link.
I said I'll make sure
Okay,
she's got
thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you, T-Girl. We haven't heard anything from Hammer at all. Alive or not.
He's working on a job. That's how I heard from him.
Oh, so you did hear from him.
Yeah, just now. He's
Okay.
Working on a job. It's very noisy.
Okay, well tell him that someone alleged that he croaked.
Okay, I'll tell him that there's rumors going around that he has passed away. I mean, join the club. Because there's been rumors that I've passed away, you've passed away.
Well, you and I know that I had like 3 bits. So.
Hey, do you Tiger? Remember a woman named Nikki?
Nikki? No.
Yeah,
I know.
she used to I think she used to like battle with Sam, the Owl Man, all the time.
No.
She was from like anyways, her last night she passed away. She had a massive heart attack. She was pretty cool. She used to come in and like she donated a lot too. Kind of sucks.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Nikki, but I do know that there's a Nick that Tiger talked to.
That Nick is from your show.
Yeah, I know. I don't know anyone else named Nikki, though.
Oh, no.
There was a woman named Nikki, Michelle.
I know. I assume that, yeah.
Well,
Except Grace, Tiger just got a message from Hammer saying he's fine.
Yeah. His sister's not informed well because he's on a noisy job.
You gotta admit, though, that, like I said, though, as far as what's going on with this K-shaped economy is that the lower economy, the average everyday person is getting smushed.
So we were looking for Noodles yesterday, and now here he is. So are you going to discuss the upcoming trip if he wants to do it? The dates,
yeah.
We all of all that.
I don't know if he's going to be able to hear me very well. What do you think about the Vintage Computer Festival East, which is going to be in Hall, New Jersey?
And how? Is that what you want to do, Michelle? If that's what you want to do,
that's what I wanted to do. It was in April.
Is that near the beach? She says it's right near the beach.
All right. We can do that, Michelle.
So we're going to do a fundraiser for it. For the tickets, for a hotel. And
tickets are $44 each. Saturday and Sunday.
She wants to go for 2 days. Amazing, and it's something she wants to do. She can be away for 2 days.
Yeah, Cat doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
What about Rusty, Michelle? But aren't you going to miss Rusty?
Yeah, I'll miss Rusty, but you know.
What if Rusty dies while you're there, Michelle?
Ed, sorry.
Hey, Chris.
It sounds like something Ed would say. Look, Noodles, I had wanted to go to this Vintage Computer Festival East for a while.
Yeah, but Michelle, what about Rusty? You can't just leave Rusty away for 2 days, Michelle.
Festival for at least a year that I can remember, but it's probably been longer.
Well, maybe I can get Chris to spend the weekend here.
Yeah.
Oh, now you want 2 nights then, because we've got to put this into the cost. You need 2 nights in the hotel.
Well, yeah. I mean, if the exhibit's open up on Saturday, it is an hour from your house, apparently, according to what I was told. So we could actually forego the whole hotel part of it.
Michelle, let's do this right. Maybe we can get maybe we can call the place up and see if we can get you a booth. And I'll go around bullying people throughout the whole thing. We'll start giving people wedgies and stuff.
What are we going to put on our exhibit? We don't have anything that we could put on as an exhibit.
Just sign autographs. Because you are the North American Snow Queen. You love computers.
But this is a
know about
computer thing. I don't know if that would.
I don't know. Promote yourself over there, Michelle. You're like the world's largest computer nerd. You're on YouTube.
Well, the best known one is Lazy Game Reviews, the Adrian's Digital Basement, Usagi Electric, which is in Texas.
But I was concerned that 2 days might be too much for you, Noodles, because I don't know if there's anything you're going to enjoy there. Because we was thinking, I mean, you're not even a gamer, so.
Tiger, I when I go to see Michelle, like sometimes like I'm in pain and all this stuff, and I'm not enjoying it sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got a feeling this will be your chiller theater for sure, unfortunately.
Well, Michelle, I didn't go.
You know what she's doing? She's making it out that you've made her go to the chiller theater.
I want your chiller theater to know what you got in mind.
Thing to make up for the shit at the chiller.
What a bitch, man! What a bitch.
He owes you, doesn't he?
How do you know you may not actually enjoy some of the stuff that they have there in his exhibits?
Michelle, there's nothing. I'm going to be honest with you. Come on. You know this. You know I'm not going to enjoy this.
But we was thinking, like, it is.
I don't know. Maybe you might learn some new techniques that you didn't think about.
Techniques?
Like how to nicely lace wiring, make sure things are nice and tidy, designing your circuit layouts.
Yeah, Christmas holiday. Yeah, I love the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, I get it, Michelle.
Yeah.
All right, but then if it's near the coast, you can party in the evening.
Michelle, would you go on the beach? So she can't go on the beach. She'll fall over and die. I whenever they get able to get her up off that.
Wait a minute, fall over and die. Technically, wouldn't they float like a cork?
No.
Well, she can't use the walker on the sand, I guess.
No, that would be very hard to do.
And there's no way she's walking on the sand. There's no way.
Maybe they could do like a little. I don't know.
Maybe I can get like one of those boogie boards and just like drag her across the sand.
Or maybe we can put boogie boards underneath the wheels and then somehow lock the wheels.
We need to make the
that'd be weird.
Sand
I get to see Michelle in a bathing suit. Her walker's locked to a boogie board and she's floating on the waves. All of a sudden, CNN goes, "Oh no, yes, even the elderly enjoy the ocean too. This fine night in Hall, New Jersey, as this woman decided to modify her walker so she could basically ride the waves without getting too wet." Until I wipe out and the rogue wave goes and go whoop. She's down. Oh, no, she's up again. Oh, yes. Oh, no, she's alive. She's fine. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the wild world of sports. This is totally new. An only woman finds a way to attach walking to boogie boards. I'd like to see someone do a cartoon about that. I think that'd be hilarious.
Maybe the beach isn't.
Right now, South Jersey is kind of suffered a lot after the loss of Atlantic City's thunder after the casinos kind of wiping out. Not too many people know exactly how much New Jersey used to depend on the casinos in Atlantic City, and then after the Atlantic City casino started to close, it really hurt South Jersey especially.
All right, well, you need to set up the goal, Michelle. What was it, 500?
I would say 500 definitely would be the minimum, considering the fact is we don't know how much is going to be the price per gallon of gasoline. We don't know which hotel it's going to be.
That's true.
And that the hotel is going to be the next biggest cost. Actually, it's going to probably be the biggest of the costs. Because we know the cost of tickets to get in is $44 a person per day. So we're talking about one day anyway. And then for the hotel, if we can get someone like the place like the Rose Inn, it's going to be probably about $80
actually,
a
you
night.
still only need one night, don't you?
Well, 2 nights actually. Well, yeah, one really, because if you go there for since they open the exhibits on Saturday, if we pulled in on Sunday night, spend the night, and then the next day we head back after the show back to Winston.
Yeah, how far away is this place from your place, Michelle?
Hall, New Jersey? I don't know where
what-
Hall, New Jersey is. Oh, thank you very much.
I mean, is there any way we can look into it, Michelle? Maybe look and see, what's cooking? How,
Yeah. How about we do a bit of research, Michelle? Find a hotel. Can you do a spreadsheet?
No, we know it's on. What is it? Somebody actually posted information yesterday for the vintage computer
I did.
Fest East. It was like
Well,
$44.
we can look that up.
So we can just look it up, and then we'll have to go
One of the
hotels.com.
things Noodles enjoyed about the last trip was you kind of did it all on your own.
Yeah,
Oh, almost.
Nearly. But,
yeah, Noodles got us there.
yeah, but you arranged it, Michelle. You
Right.
got things. You got the tickets. You got.
Oh,
stuff.
by the way, for those you want to know how much I still got in my checking account right now, in my checking account, approximately $600 US in my checking account.
Wow.
Good for you.
So the point is that I'm not as stony as some think. So how far is Hall, New Jersey from Washington Township?
Well, it doesn't matter, Michelle, because I'm driving to your place, and then we're going to.
I know that, but I was gonna say it was not that far. We could even forego the hotel completely.
No, it's.
That's an hour there and an hour back. Hour there and an hour back. If it's an hour.
Yeah.
No, it's an AK.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if we could kind of have the goal on the screen and see it going down. Can you do that, Michelle?
Not that I know of, but what we can do is obviously I can report the numbers as the amounts go up.
So
Because YouTube is almost always about a day behind. So if you get the numbers of super chats, super thanks, and super stickers, donations, memberships, that all would go towards the trip. Right now, at the bank, right now on YouTube, we have $195 at this point. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
Here's the
Thank you.
1/4
Right.
parking cost for
There's
one
20
day.
down.
Thank you so much.
Here's for 14 of parking costs for one day.
Okay, so this is good.
Yeah, that's about right. It's actually about half the admission cost.
No, well, depends how far we get the hotel from there. What building is it in, Michelle? Did you say it was an old aircraft?
Yeah, it's at a museum building.
Oh, there'd probably be free parking there then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be
I'm
free
sure.
parking there, which there certainly was in the hotel until the theater, but it was just pretty hard to get parking.
Well, it was hard because you didn't have the handicap placard that you're supposed to get. We've asked you to get multiple times, Michelle.
Well, right now, Doodles, we still don't have that, but the thing is that either way...
Why didn't you fill it out? I sent you everything. All you gotta do is fill it out and then press send.
Hello, Jimmy Berry, how you doing?
Morning, Gabby Berry. Welcome back, episode 6.
Well, we'll have to see what happens with this. I mean, does Connecticut have anything like that? I have no idea. Well, you used to have computer shows, but they were more of places where we could buy computer parts. They weren't exhibits.
Well,
so
yeah, can we have something flashing on the screen, like or going across the screen? All donations going towards trip to computer, whatever it is. You know, gold 500. So far. Why do other people have this shit? I've seen other people have this stuff. Is this not free? They have to pay for this?
Yeah, I know. It costs $44 admission for one person.
No. On your YouTube, as you're streaming, why can't you have like a banner going around saying advertising your trip, asking for donations for the trip?
Right. Well, we'll have to get some more information together. Like I said, on the price of a hotel room. That's gonna be the next thing I need to find out from hotels.com. And I gotta find out what hotels are near Hall, New Jersey.
Oh, it's probably because Noodles, you can hear his background.
Why? What's going on?
You're noisy.
No.
Yeah.
Is that better?
So we'll have to just check out and find out what hotels.
Yeah, but Michelle, have you ever gone on somebody else's stream? Probably not that often, I know, and they've got like a banner going across the street, and it says donations now for Computer Fest in New Jersey. Total needed 500, and then like a countdown on it every time you get one. I don't know what it's called.
Well, I'm not sure how they would automate that because, manually doing the number updates would become possible because usually someone would just write have on their bullet screen, they would just subtract manually with mathematics. I don't know how you would make an automatic one.
Well, maybe if you had to do it yourself, because like now you're down. You wanted 500. Now we're at 480. We need it. Like you can't just manually change it or something. So we can all see how much you've got left to go.
Yeah.
See, Gaming Fairy knows what I'm talking about. A donation goal, yes, M60, but not one just for one stream. One that goes on and on and on until Michelle hits her donation goal.
Yeah, but then people start using the term e-bagging. That's the problem.
Michelle, this is because you're going on a trip. This is different.
Yeah,
M60
but some
can
people
help you,
on
Michelle.
YouTube don't know the difference between this and e-bagging. That's the problem we run into.
This is different. You're going on a trip. We want to see you go to the computer fest.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. M60 can help you with it, Michelle.
Yeah, he could. Maybe he could remotely manage it. So all I have to do is just add his pop into my overlay, and then he just does the math. Then he has to manually, you need to take the numbers every donation and subtract them from the base and calculate. Because if I have to keep doing it by hand while trying to keep conversations going while reading all the chats.
Well, it's not like you've got donations pouring in and it's that bad, is it? You just do it once after the show. Maybe if it's too much to do it as you're going.
Yeah.
So you start off. Oh my God, I don't know. This is M60's.
Well, M60 has been doing some things with it. Running KMPP server, something like that. I don't know what that is, but he just told me we had to do with Instagram. So maybe if there was a way that we could have a separate thing specifically for trip money versus the regular super chat, super sticker, super things.
Yes, Gary Perry. If you would do all that for her, M60, it'll happen. If not, it won't happen.
Oh, it could still happen. It would just come out of my regular donations, payments from AdSense from YouTube.
All right. Well, so we need. Oh God.
I mean, I already told you right now, we have about $195 in the AdSense account. And that was because, but don't forget, we weren't even talking about a trip. You know.
Yeah, you still want to start from fresh. So, like, that 20 definitely was for the trip. So it's now 480.
Right.
I wasn't gonna include your personal.
Because don't forget, the AdSense also covers all the YouTube ad revenue too.
Yeah, that's your personals. This is for a trip.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. It would have to be separate.
Well, we'll have to just keep our.
I mean, I don't even think you can.
Also, damn it! I just thought if we need 500, YouTube's going to take some out of that 500.
It's going to take like 30% of the 500. But if people donate to Twitch or Kick, they don't take as much. They actually only take 3%. Twitch is ridiculous. It's 50%. So, donating through PayPal or through Botrix, PayPal takes 1.5%. Yeah, they can use my Cash App code.
Okay, but then they have to write down in it what it's for.
They can in the summary. Since my Cash App card doesn't even get any money usually put into it, it usually stays dormant for months.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, my puppy is up and eating bricks. I know that sounds weird, but she likes to chew on the bricks around my fire. So I'm going to go and walk her. So have a great day, everybody.
All right, I'll talk to you later. You have a nice day. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do with that. Tip system, and they honestly, well, I actually have Botrix does it for me, which then deposit it into my PayPal. They do take a little bit of a commission, but not that much. Botrix doesn't charge a commission. It's YouTube that does. I mean, not YouTube, but PayPal that does. But so when you donate to the Botrix link, which I'll show you what that is, in case you don't see it. Let's pull this up here. Oh, press the wrong button again. Okay. It's just easier to show because it's on the top of my screen, but you may not see it on the top of the screen. So here it says, if you go see, it says there's the Botrix Live /y/@Bichala/tip. That goes straight into my PayPal, but it still gives you the kitty cat notification. So, if you ever want to know where to donate or how to donate, that's how you donate. So let me show that on the screen here. See if I can get this to show it out without potentially activating something. Alright, here we go. I'm going to copy that. So this here is the way you can donate right to my PayPal and still get a kitty cat. No, thank you. Okay. So if that's what you'd rather do, if you don't want to go through super chat, super sticker, super thanks, but you still want to get a super thank you, that's how you do it. Just go to that. And it goes straight to my checkout card. They accept Visa, American Express. I don't know about Diners Club. MasterCard, Visa, American Express. We accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think. I know, definitely accept Bitcoin. It's a way to donate also. They might need to find you a new address for this trip. Who knows? I know Veronica explained didn't really wear anything special. I think she had a Linux t-shirt when she was at Vintage Computer Fest Midwest. No, don't they take Diners Club. I know they take American Express. No, Rusty, come on, knock it off. Stop scratching my legs. That's certainly an idea. I know they do accept Discover. Speaking of that, Discover card. What is it with Discover card? I'm not gonna kid around with this. I tried to get Discover card. They're more exclusive than Diners Club because I can't get one. I tried. They sent me these free applications. I put them in. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not eligible. Then why are you mailing me these forms? No, I don't. I have any kind of nerdy t-shirts. I have to make it a nerdy dress, or at least I can wear a skirt. Let's see. Anything from sponsorships? Nothing yet. So anyway, the point is the cat is alive and breathing. He's right over here. Let's get Kitty Cat on the TV so you can see him. He's There he is right there. Oh, just got closer to you. See? Told you, he knows when he's on TV. Still good. He's a big stucky cat. So, oh, that's just the cat. What'd you do? Swim in your water dish again? Uh, I want to know what happened if I get a t-shirt made for CP/M8680 from when I was using the Deck Rainbow 100. I think that would be kind of interesting. Or a Linux t-shirt. Or I could custom make one too. I suppose for a one of a kind shirt, I'd probably just go through Bonfire. Interesting to see. So we'll have to check on this to see what's going on. Right now, we've got 20 views, 107, 20 live views, 107 views. Zero engagement, 16 minutes and 58 seconds at 11:42. Let's see how many subscribers we're at. Just curious. Let's refresh the screen. 10,877. So, we're doing pretty good there. I'm getting hungry too. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. And probably we're going to make some waffles today. Or I can make some maple brown sugar. Oh, I can just see me make a t-shirt saying CP/M 8 or 2.2, the original MS-DOS. Which would be actually accurate, because actually it was. Because originally Microsoft bought Seattle Softworks, what's used to make an MS-DOS clone. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Oops, wrong button. Alright, here you go. I can make a t-shirt like saying something like CPM 2.2 with embossed paper tape as the artwork behind it, showing 8-cell paper tape. Or like I said, I could show the Bendix G15 or the Centurion from Usagi, or a Rainbow 100, which would be kind of cool, or a Deck P2P11, or a VAX cluster. Or I could show the boot up sequence of a Linux machine. Although I think that might kind of confuse some people. See, people don't realize I started out with Linux back in the 486 days. I started out with Slackware 2.2. Slackware. But the 2.2 kernel. It was a lot simpler back then. Things weren't as fancy. How many megabytes was the kernel back then? It was pretty small. Raw source code wasn't that big. Right, you're using it from the System 5 design. Or I'm more familiar with using the BSD design. The System 5 is also used similar on this Mac under which is based on BSD, OpenBSD. Using Darwin. So there's a lot of interesting stuff covering weather stuff and computer activities. By the way, for those of you who have been listening to the stories I put up about the crossovers between Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek The Next Generation. I guess you can call it Battlestar Galactica Next Generation because it's not Battlestar Galactica 1978. Because Battlestar Galactica 1978 was interesting, but Battlestar Galactica came out in I think around 2000s, which would be about 40 years later. 40 years, yeah. It's really kind of a weird mishmash. But what they did was they're afraid of AI because they see AI becoming evil. And I think I said in a comment on the video, I said, isn't it funny that we have those kind of conversations going on now as we get close to artificial general intelligence? Is once we get to a certain point, when do we recognize AI as a consciousness? Okay, Chris, I'm glad you did a short on your channel. And what's the short about? Oh, Slackable, how you doing? So what's the what's your short about, Krista? Yeah, I know. It's a slow day. It's kind of winding up today. I am now up to 549 subscribers. It's just a good morning short. Say good morning to everybody. Tell how my morning has been so far. Okay. I don't do short. I tend to do longs, and this is my morning long. Tonight we're planning on playing World of Warcraft, but I want to try to play a little bit of retail WoW with Gaming Fairy, and then maybe see if we can get other people to join us in the game. But then Fairy said that she doesn't know if she wants to subscribe for monthly or, tri-monthly. Because right now she's worried about her budget and not, wasting money on her frivolous things, which I agree with. I bought a subscription for the whole year, but I haven't really done anything with it. Right now I'm doing some quests in the underside of Orgrimmar right now. There's a dungeon nearby. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's probably raining here too. It's overcast. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. Veronica explains. She's a hottie. I know she's married. I know she's family, but she's a hottie. Oh, I mean, she's got the nicest, thickest brown hair. Oh God, yeah. She's cute. She's cute. A lot of people here don't even know anything about the channels I watch. I demonstrated some of the content from Usagi a couple days ago with the Bendix G15 when he first got it. And on Monday, and that was really cool. He did finish. He did get it fully restored and operational for the System Source Museum, and that was really cool. Well, in a way, she's family in the sense that she's among the many people who work with computers every day. But that also means she probably has a family of children and a husband as well. So, so she's really kind of cool because she takes she's one of the few women in the computer field. There's a Jerry as well. I don't know much about her. But most of the people in the field I study are almost all men, from Adrian's Digital Basement to Dave Loveless at Usagi Electric to Clint from Lazy Game Reviews, Big Clive from BigClive.com, a few others in the UK, Clothing Ashens. I just watch a lot of different content. The only one that is actually openly gay is Big Clive. He's openly gay. He doesn't mind being openly gay. He's an Aquarius too, by the way. Have the day you deserve, everyone. I hope you have a nice day too, Gaming Fairy. That's kind of journalist. That's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily false either. It's just a generalization that may not necessarily apply to everybody. I mean, I know that Dave, for example, Dave Loveless has a wife and kids, and I don't know, and I 8-bit guy has a wife, and more than likely children as well. Clint, I don't know about from LGR. I don't know anything if he has family or not. But hey, man. But what is amazing is how, and I know Adrian Digital Basement is not gay. He has a wife, I believe. I don't know about if he has children or not, but the thing is that we would. How did they get the money to get all the stuff together that they've collected over the years? Oh yes, Dave's Garage. A former Microsoft employee who's retired. He has a wife and kids. Yeah, I forgot him. Mark, from Mark's Computers. I don't know if he's gay or not. I don't think so. But I definitely like watching their content. And that's what I do. I watch their content. I also watch lockpicking videos too from the lockpicking lawyer. So yes, I watch lockpicking videos too. And Steve Lavanier from Massachusetts, HVAC. It's just kind of interesting. So I watch a lot of different kinds of subjects. I don't just watch one type of content. I enjoy a very large variety of content on my palette. And then there's this female scientist. She's a physicist. Her name is Sabine from Germany. She's cool. You know, she looks a little bit like Margot. Same kind of hair, curly hair. Very knowledgeable. Knows her physics. And then there's also a few other people I watch too. There's a woman named Silky. I have no idea what her nationality is, but she kind of looks like a thin Sherry Heaton, with an accent. She's kind of cool. And then you have the Angry Astronaut. He covers a lot of astronomical news, astronomy news. And then there's Psychic Tarot, Truth Told Tarot, Zodiac Attraction. Zodiac Attraction, it's just a voiceover. I don't know what the story is, if that's just a script reading machine or what, but she's kind of fun. Apparently, there's a male voice in the channel that does the same tarot readings in Brazilian Portuguese. So again, I don't know details on that. It's just really fascinating. So Naz, what did you think of that video I released last night? I think it was very clear on where I stood about the drama stuff. And I'm thinking is that we need to continue to make it get it out there, publish it, get it out to more eyeballs. Maybe bring it up to media news outlets now. Yeah. If anybody here knows any news outlets and would like to bring it the article or the video to the news outlets, personally, like I said, I'm sure I could probably send a copy of it with a press release to Fox News, but I don't know anything about this all news or but if anybody else knows any other that they personally feel are worthwhile, you have the video. You could just send it to that news site along with the press release. Oh, okay. French toast in the oven? That's a different way of doing it. I just do it in a saucepan. Good. I'm 60. Make sure to pass it along to everybody you know. Let's get the reaction going. Also, I'd like to see the reaction video. If you want to send me a piece of the segment where they talked about it, I'd love to see it. Just send me a copy of the segment of where they were talking about it. So I'd like to see that. You can send it to me on Discord. I wonder what they had to say about it. I got a feeling it wasn't complimentary. I got a feeling it wasn't complimentary. Yeah, I got a feeling that they probably said this. She doesn't know that why we do what we do. Well, maybe I don't, but I do know that YouTube, by promoting it, is promoting barbarism, and that's. Yeah. I think you're handling well, Michelle. Don't feed into it. I'm not going to anyone. I want to laugh and have them laughing again. I agree. Yeah, well, I'm going to send it to Fox News. I got to put a press release to go with it so that the reporter that gets it knows how to reach out to me. Not sure when I'm going to get the press release stuff put together, but I'm going to probably take work on it a little bit later on. But you know, the thing is, it's not just one person that's the problem. It's the whole YouTube platform that pushes this stuff. See, YouTube itself is promoting this. Allow me to explain. If you look at social media in general, YouTube promotes it because it gets views, which means they got more eyeballs to see the advertising. And that's when trouble starts. Instead of, promoting the channels that are trying to be, good, more wholesome. I'm not saying my channel is perfect. It's not, but I try. It promotes the worst of the worst because it gets more views. Well, I don't know if they're going to be able to do much about her specifically, but I do know that in Australia, for example, I believe it's 16. I could be wrong on this. You have to show below a certain age, you are banned from social media completely. You have to show state issued ID whenever you go on a social media platform in Australia. And if you're under, I believe it is 14, that you cannot go on social media at all. It's illegal. Well, basically, you're browning it in a skillet. There's nothing wrong with that. Browning it in a skillet. Heck, I've seen people make toast that way. They don't even brown. They don't even put oil on it. Just basically put the bread in the skillet on a medium to low heat so that the bread browns. It's different, but it works. It works, right? Yeah, and I think that as far as YouTube goes, which is one of the major social media sites, I think that the investigative news report should actually be looking into where does all this toxicity come from? And why is YouTube invariably promoting it? That's a valid question. And that question is ID to verify your age necessarily going to solve the problem? I don't think so. I'll tell you why. Because it's trying to leave the parents out of the equation. And that's where the problem stems. It's like we're saying parents have no right to determine how to raise their kids. Now it gets where we get into the state thing versus parent thing. I mean, if a parent feels that a 14-year-old on social media watching horrible content is okay, I would kind of question the parents' modus operandi. And on the other hand, if the parents are not aware that the kid are watching such toxic content, then is it really the parents' fault if they don't know? And that's where I don't know if it's better to demand ID or if it's better to just basically just admit that the platforms themselves need to do better at putting out better quality content and encouraging good content versus bad content. And also, not only that, but also these content providers are encouraging barbarism. They're turning us into animals. Isn't it funny? Because human beings, yes, we are animals, but we are thinking animals. We're intelligent animals, right? And yet, the more social media is doing is they're promoting it for clicks and views and money. It's depravity. It's worse than even the WWE. It's just it's people are getting hurt for real and they're not doing anything about it. Yeah, but either way, where does the platform's responsibility start? I mean, the platforms on themselves are providing the arena. So where does the problem stop? So I'm saying they're providing the arena. They're paying the participants in monetized channels. And even on non-monetized channels, they're still running ads against them. And so they're still making money. And they get money per eyeballs, per set of eyeballs, per 1,000 views of advertising revenue. Because it costs money to run a YouTube site or TikTok or Facebook or X or Kick or Twitch or DLive. So where does it end? I don't think so. I've always been a free agent, and I've always been. That gives me an advantage because I'm independent. I'm not sworn any fealty to any particular organization. So I can speak out about things. And besides, most of the Girl World channels, do you know they never even said hello to me? None of them. I'm on Girl World, and they never say hello to me. When I first joined, they never asked me how I was doing. They never said good morning. They never talked to me. Exactly. I want to be like Switzerland. Because once you start picking a side, then you get into a whole bunch of headaches. And I don't want to deal with that. I just want to be able to speak my mind. But at least when I speak my mind, I do my best to try to look at it from both sides. I know they are. And also, a lot of them are very large. Just physically large. I mean, compared to some of them, I'm skinny. I mean, I don't know their numbers. I don't know their BMIs. But I just know is that compared to some of them, from what I've seen, I'm smaller than a lot of them. Girl World doesn't like people. Only the control is for a sick game. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying in the video yesterday. The excerpt was they don't even really have a community. They just tear each other apart. I don't even know how anyone could live like that. Like I said, an example. Your electric bill goes up and you get mad at the meter reader and start doxing the meter reader. That's kind of what they do, right? And the poor guy's just reading your meter. He's not doing anything. But yet, the minute he gives his information to his employer, i.e. the utility company, you're mad at the meter reader because you think he's lying. Or you get mad at your bank because they increased your monthly fees on your credit card. That's what they do. It's all hatred. It's all barbaric. It's so barbaric. It's a form of barbarism. It's just it's cringy. Cringy is the right word. And the content is still boring. Yeah. Because they don't create anything that's exciting. Voiceless said I was in a different community once I found girl. Well, it was too much even for teders like myself. Of course it is. Because do you really get a chance to speak? Think about it. Or realistically, do you even dare speaking? Man, you open your mouth as a man, they aim their AK-47 drama firearm at you and start filling it full of holes. That's why those channels are so toxic, because no one dares speak up. If you express your view that's different than the host, you're immediately the enemy. So at that point, they figure that you might as well be wasted, because you are now the enemy because you spoke up against the hostess. No, I didn't see a transgender shit. I do know that last night there was an issue up in the Capitol where the ex-military guy from Georgia came into the situation. I don't know if you knew about this. This was something that Patrick Humphreys also reported on. Capitol Police apprehended a man that had weapons, rounds of bullets, unregistered weapons, a gas mask in his truck. And they caught him before he did anything diabolical. That is so weird. So he was intercepted before he could do anything at all, which is good. So he didn't do any diabolical stuff. I don't know. He was captured. He wasn't killed. He's alive. He's being questioned, I'm sure, by Capitol Police. So we're gonna find out sooner or later why did this Capitol man go back fully armed with a shotgun of all things, unregistered shotgun, unregistered rounds of ammunition. You mean you have to register every round of ammunition? Well, it wasn't supposed to have any kind of weapon like that at the Capitol anyway. And that's kind of related to what I'm saying is with the barbarism. Is I wonder how many of these people are taking all the stuff that they see on YouTube and are acting it out in real life. I have no idea if he was white. It sounded like he was. I don't think skin color matters, honestly. I'm gonna only make an educated guess that if he was either A, he is anti-Democrat, or B, he's anti-Republican, or B or C, he wants to just off one particular congressman. I don't think skin color matters. It's just really weird. all I can say. Well, right now, let's get ready to wrap it up because I have to make some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet, so let's get started with that. And so let's say this: may all of you guys have a happy and safe day. Stay healthy, stay alive, stay breathing, stay happy, and help other people and be there for your friends and your community. Wow, that's a lot. Also, don't forget to stay vigilant against the evil ones that are trying to hurt good channels like Michelle's and my channels. Share out the videos Michelle put out there. Pass it to news media. Let's blow the cover open on all this drama stuff. Let's finally get this on the talking points on the news. Let's find a way to shut these channels down and make them less productive on YouTube. But doing it through proper legal means. Absolutely, through proper legal means. You bet. Well, the service is all returning to go. Peace, kind, love, and don't forget the party on, dude. And help us to grow. Share out the content. Hype the shows. Hype the shows. It's easy so you can do that. Hype the video from yesterday. Hype it. Let's get the hypes up. If you know how to hype it. Hype it up. Share it up. Send it up. Everywhere. I don't care if it's your local newspaper. I don't care if it's your local radio station. I don't care if it's Fox News, CNN, All News, American News, whatever. Send it out there. Let them know what's going on. Let's let them be aware. I mean, that's that.
Yeah!
All right, great. But for now, we're going to let you go. Stay out of trouble. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Michelle and Maria Lumi, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the sun.